What all got cut off?
I don't know. I think I jumped into a loud sentence and it cut right in the middle of that, so it didn't really make sense.
Oh, all right. Well, we've been live for 10 minutes.
All right.
Or 10 seconds.
Minutes? Yeah, I was going to say.
I've been sitting here just recording you.
All right.
People are...
Well, welcome back, everyone, to part 2 of our live grand opening information, because we have grand opening this weekend, if you can believe it. It's scary.
2 days?
2
days.
Oh gosh, yeah, 2 days away.
There's still a lot of work that needs to be done.
We're not ready yet, so we've got a lot of work to do. So we're going to keep this kind of short. But last week, we, instead of uploading a Tuesday video, not that it happened on Tuesday, it happened on Wednesday, we had a live stream instead, because we are at our limits to how much we can edit on top of finishing the zoo. So for last week and this week, we'll just have the Friday video. And instead, on Tuesday, we'll have a live stream to answer some of your questions about grand opening. So that's what this video is for. In our last live stream last week, in part 1, we covered when grand opening was going to be. We covered raffle information, things to do in the area, hotels or places to stay. So if you're looking for that information, you'll have to watch part 1, because we're not going to cover that again in part 2 today. But there have been some changes, so we'll go over all of that, and we'll cover some of the questions that you had asked. So first off, zoo hours for grand opening weekend, which is Thursday through Sunday. Zoo hours will be from noon until 8, with the last admission into the zoo being at 7 o'clock. So if you enter right at 7, you still get a full hour to enjoy the zoo. But at 8 o'clock, the store here will close down, and so that's when the zoo exploring will also stop.
Ed's going to kick you out at 8. So.
I guess Ed's going to kick you out at 8.
I'm just going to go through and push everybody out the door.
Yep, I want to see that.
Oh, I will.
Okay, well, you may have to test Ed.
No, don't test me.
Normally, on a non-grand opening weekend, zoo admission will start at 1 p.m. So our store is going to open at noon, and zoo admission will start at 1. That'll give staff an extra hour to clean and feed everybody and all of that, make sure everybody's good to go. But for grand opening weekend, we would hate for a crowd to be waiting from noon until 1 to go in, so we're just going to open the zoo right at noon for grand opening weekend only. Somebody had asked if they can pre-order tickets. We've actually had a few people asking this. Tickets are going to be sold on a first-come, first-served basis here, because Ed and I don't have the time to coordinate pre-sales right now with everything we have going on. So basically, you'll come on in, and we have a register right here next to the entrance cave. Ignore
this one that's
mess.
Full of stuff. Kim.
Come on, Kim. We've got to clean this up. She's not even here today.
Yeah.
That will be cleaned, and there's messes everywhere. You'll have to excuse the mess. Anyway, basically, you'll come on in, you'll pay for admission here at the register, and then head on into the zoo. We do have a capacity, though, so if we reach that capacity, we will have to tell people to wait until some people leave afterwards, and then they can head on in. Thankfully, there's a store to check out, and it's going to be great weather this weekend, I think. There's a Pokestop out there now at our archway, so there's things
There's a big trail down the way with lots of Pokestops.
Yes, a wonderful nature trail, just like a 2-minute walk away, and so there's things to do while you wait. Parking overflow, since our parking lot, I think, holds, was it 40 spots? I think it has 40 spots.
I think it's 39, because we had to move the garbage cans.
That's right. So we have 39 spots. If it becomes full, there is a lot of street parking all around, and there's also the nature center. Sadly got shut down because of COVID, so it's just kind of a vacant parking lot, but it still has public trails, so there is still public parking there too, as far as I'm aware. Yep. So there's a couple options there.
Or if you go across Century, there's a huge parking lot over there.
Huge parking lot.
Just
on the
be careful crossing the road.
Exactly.
Century is pretty busy.
Yes, be careful if you do park over there. I think they'll install a crosswalk eventually.
Yep.
So let's head into the zoo. There's a couple things relating to the zoo. Well, more things relating to the zoo. Admission, which we went over prices in the last live stream, but admission will be 1 day only, but you can kind of come and go throughout the day. We'll have a...
let's go back here for a second. Okay. So I can dim the lights, because you are washed out.
Oh.
Keep walking. Okay. Keep following me. Follow me.
All right, so you're going to be cameraman too. Yep. You didn't do this last week.
No, it didn't, which is weird.
All right, Ed's going to dim the lights and trip over a box. But basically, admission, you can come and go. We'll have a series of stamps for every day of the weekend or of grand opening to label your hand as you come in.
It's not a whole lot better.
All right, well, it works. There is not going to be a time limit to how long you can spend in the zoo, because I know there's other similar reptile zoos out there that have like a 1-hour time limit, but we couldn't think of a good way to regulate that without it seeming rude, so...
Plus, we don't want to have people have bad experiences.
Yeah,
we don't come in, get out.
Yeah, exactly. We don't want to do that. We want everyone to have a good, full experience here. So there will not be a specific time limit. There was a good question. If somebody is in the store and they don't want to pay, or they can't pay zoo admission, but they have to use the bathroom, which to reach the bathroom, you would have to walk all the way through the zoo.
All the way down here.
Yeah, go through the zoo, and then the bathrooms are on the other end.
Yeah.
It's kind of a weird setup for this building, but we kind of had to work with what we had.
Over there. Bathrooms are those two.
So, a couple ideas. Someone has suggested where maybe we could have an employee escort people back and forth, or just use the trust wheel, basically. But from a business standpoint, we unfortunately can't, because people, I fear, would take advantage.
Yep.
And by walking through the entire zoo to use the bathroom, then there'd be no need to go into the zoo.
Yep.
So I really hate to say it, but the
zoo's not open to the public.
It isn't.
It's open to the fairgoers and the party people
The
who rent
zoo-goers,
the
yeah.
zoo-goers and the party
Yep.
groups.
Yep. So it'll be just for those visitors.
There's bathrooms across the street and
Yep.
down the road,
Yep.
so those all have public bathrooms.
Yeah, there's other options at least
Yep.
nearby.
Otherwise, like somebody said, you can spend $10 to use the bathroom.
Or you can do that. Great suggestion.
Yeah.
That would work too. But yeah, this is basically how we are gonna make a living now. So I really hope you understand that. Turtle tank concerns. Let's look at the turtle tank.
All right.
Okay, so quite a few people were concerned about the accessibility of the turtles here, which we are still working on this, by the
Yep.
way. This is still under construction. And don't worry, we have thought that through. We are going to, not only do we have cameras looking right at the turtle tank, I don't really want to go into detail for obvious reasons on where all of our cameras are located, but we do have cameras looking right at the turtle tank, and we will have, I believe my stepdad, Phil, will be standing near the turtle tank to greet everyone as they enter, and to make sure nobody reaches in to pick up a turtle or to put their finger in front of their mouth.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah, like you, Taco.
Don't do
let
that.
him bite. Like we have to train our turtles that fingers
Yes.
aren't food. But I'll also have signs up too, basically stating that don't put your
Don't put your fingers in. You'll get yelled at. Nobody likes getting yelled at.
Right, exactly. Pet policy. We are going to ask that, as much as we'd love to meet everybody's personal pets, we do ask that you leave them at home, because there are a lot of animals here. We don't want them getting stressed out. Because of the crowds, we don't want your pets getting stressed out. And really only service animals will be allowed. Hopefully that's understandable. Another question, or another concern of ours, is Rex's glass.
Yes.
Rex's
Wanna
glass.
walk over there?
Yeah. Yeah, this is an issue. Rex's glass is non-existent,
Yeah.
and that's kind of needed to have an alligator stay in her enclosure. So there's
we
no
can
glass.
we can just go in. Unfortunately.
It's not a good thing. We were told that maybe tomorrow it'll be here, which if it's here tomorrow, that's fine, but I'm really nervous because it might not be here tomorrow. And it's because of COVID causing material delays with everything. That's why there's some habitats that don't have glass still, and I know this one won't have glass for grand opening. So we're gonna have a sheet just covering this one saying coming soon or something to keep it kind of off limits for the weekend. But Rex is the big one.
Yep.
I really hope Rex's glass shows up tomorrow, because we can't move her in until it's here.
Nope. Otherwise, Ed might be sitting right there with his legs dangling in the pool, with Rex on top of him.
Yeah, with Rex on your lap.
Yep. So I might be bonding with Rex all day, so people can see Rex.
Yeah, we might have Rex visiting hours, because
Yeah.
we wouldn't want her to be out every hour of every day of the weekend.
No.
But that might be our plan B.
At least for grand opening, she might not be there after grand opening till the glass is in.
That's what we're thinking, yeah. While we're back here, the classroom, as many of you know, is down the hall and to the right. We are going to be reserving the classroom and using it as a Patreon lounge all grand opening weekend. We'll have more information about that on Patreon, because if you're not on Patreon, it wouldn't really apply to it, or it wouldn't make sense how we're gonna run that. So I'll have a separate video coming out for just for Patreon to explain how we want to thank them for all of their contributions. And then raffle changes. We can head back up.
All right,
We're
now we're
gonna-
going back up front.
Now you're getting kind of a little bit of a tour of the zoo.
We have almost all the animals in their enclosures right now.
Almost, yeah.
Oh,
You're gonna
except
bring your
green trees aren't in. They're not in yet.
Yeah, green trees are coming in.
We're getting some more animals tomorrow.
Yeah, nothing like last minute.
Oh, we're getting some spicy animals tomorrow. A spicy
A
animal
spicy
tomorrow.
animal tomorrow. Oh, and it's not our only spicy animal. we're
No,
gonna have
we've
in the
got two
zoo.
other spicy animals
Yes,
in the
we
zoo.
do. Yeah, Patreon, you've only seen one spicy reptile that we have added into the zoo. We have two now, and there's going to be a third. So I'm not going to give away all those.
Eventually a
exciting-
fourth.
Eventually a fourth, yeah. Okay, raffle changes. Previously, we had thought that if you go into the zoo, you're going to get a pair of tickets. One for our grand prize raffle, which will be for the enclosures from our build-off contest, and another ticket for an hourly prize, since we'll be doing hourly raffles throughout the day. We are changing that slightly. We are going to have green tickets and blue tickets. When you go in, you'll still get one of each, a green for grand prize, blue for an hourly. But if you don't want if you don't want to win or even submit for the grand prize, you just ask. We'll give you 2 blue tickets instead, so you can just use them for the hourly prizes. And additional tickets will now be $1 each for blue or hourly prize tickets, and $2 for grand prize tickets, if that makes sense. So here's how they're gonna work. We've got this little guy. We've got an hourly raffle box. Basically, this will only be for blue tickets, the hourly prizes. Put it in, and once every hour, on the hour, we're gonna draw a winner, and you'll win the prize for that hour. And we'll have the prize out the hour previously, I guess, to get to see. And you can submit your ticket if you want, or you can save it for later. What's that face for?
So my phone was on silent but buzzing, and Vicky sent a message through Slack. So
can people hear it?
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, was that my phone or was that Ed's?"
No.
But that was totally my phone. Now it's on silent.
Okay, good job.
So it's all good.
That face was that you messed something up. So I was wondering. Thanks, Vicky, for letting us know. All the way from college.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want, you can save your tickets and put them in, enter them for a different hourly prize if you don't want to win what's currently up, like on deck, if that makes sense. And then you can just enter it for another prize instead. Hopefully that makes sense.
Currently being raffled off on deck would mean the next one.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully you know what I mean. Save your ticket for the prize you want to win.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, there we go. So that's going to be up here. This mess is going to be gone. We're going to have all of the build-off enclosures will be available for you to see.
They'll all be over here, and possibly where these cinder blocks are. Yeah.
Yeah. So
around here.
There's a cricket on the wall.
Go, cricket, go.
Okay, I'm going to feed that to a frog or something.
Yeah.
Oh, nope, he's free now. Okay.
Oh, he's down there now.
But yeah, you'll
Bye,
be
little cricket.
You'll be able to at least see the enclosures, even if you don't win one, but you'll get to see your favorite ones from that contest. I think that covers everything, because we did raffle. If you get tickets for the raffle, then you come here on multiple days. You can save all your blue tickets. Yeah, you can use them on a different raffle on a different day. It's fine.
Sure. How are we gonna make it sure that somebody just doesn't bring their own blue tickets in?
Oh, we'll have the matching.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So
Okay.
we're gonna keep. Yeah, I think. No, that's a good question.
No, because they're gonna sign the back of it.
Yeah. We'll figure something out.
Yeah, we'll figure something
Okay,
out.
that's a good thing to think about then. Okay.
Somebody wanted to know about how long it would take to go through the zoo.
That's a good question. I mean, I don't really know how long it would take.
I'd say probably about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on how much you want to stop and look at all the animals and how many people are here.
Yeah, I'd say about an hour.
Yeah.
I think maybe more. I guess, yeah, it depends on how much you want to read, because each species will have an informational sign. So if you want to read all those and observe their behavior, maybe more than an hour, maybe 2. I don't know. I'm bad at judging because I walk through so quickly since I'm so used to everything since we built it all.
We've seen them all and held them all and put them in there, so.
I mean, people have spent 6 hours just in our store.
That's true.
I don't know how, because it's just a reptile store, but people might spend 6 hours in the zoo.
That's true.
Honestly, I'm not sure.
I'd say average about 45 minutes to an hour, though.
Probably, realistically.
Especially if you have kids.
Yes, and
They'll
we'll
get
have
bored.
reptiles out too.
Yeah.
People to touch. People have asked which reptiles we're going to have out to touch. The reptiles in the zoo enclosures we're going to try to leave alone, so they're all filled with animals. And then we'll have our volunteers, staff, myself, and Ed, from time to time roaming around with another reptile from the back out for you to touch and interact with. So that's how we're going to handle that. But I think that covers everything.
Think so.
Yes, I believe that is it.
Is there anything else you wanted to show off in the zoo? We've
I
only
don't
been
know.
doing this for 14
Oh, that's
minutes.
pretty quick.
Yeah.
Do we want to show off an animal?
We show off an animal.
Our Phoenix. We said
Yeah.
we were going to save her.
Oh, that's right. We were going to
All
save
right,
Phoenix.
That's right. Okay, here's the
Yes, the enclosures will be locked.
Yes, they are going to be locked. Here she is. This is our new Argentine boa.
Oh, wow.
Did we show her off last week?
I don't remember showing her off last week.
Tell us in the comments if we did, because if we did, we'll go to another reptile. But yeah, this is Phoenix. She'll be in a video soon-ish, being entered or added to her enclosure. She's been really
Yeah.
fun to watch.
Here, take the camera for a second. I'm going to turn down the lights so you can see it better.
Oh, okay. So this is, I guess, going to be kind of the experience you'll have in here because these lights. Oh, that's a mess. These lights are going to be dimmed slightly, which is what Ed's doing right now. There we go. Now they're dimming, and that'll bring everyone's attention, I feel, to the enclosures themselves. So yeah, now you can see her better. So we're trying to give a cool effect in here. We're going to play with the light levels.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, but she's a good girl. She's from the fire. This is why I think we've shown her, because I talked about
I think
the
we
fire.
talked about the fire, but I don't see anybody. Oh, no, people are saying we already
did,
showed her.
Or they're just saying that so we show another animal.
That's true.
But that's okay. We could show Woma.
Yeah?
No?
No.
Okay, Ed says no.
No.
Sorry. I guess she's
Let's-
going to be a surprise. We can show off Mitchell with a leaf in his mouth.
There we go. Go, Mitchell, go. Eat that leaf.
All right, perfect. Well, I think that's going to wrap it up because we still have a lot of work to do. So thank you for watching. Thank you as always to our Patreon backers. I look forward to seeing some of you here. I look forward to seeing everyone here. But we will be making a separate video to kind of explain how the Patreon lounge is going to work too.
One quick question. Are there going to be any live animals in Raffle?
Live animals and raffle. No, there will
Nope.
not be. I don't quite agree with raffling off reptiles because someone might get it who doesn't want it or isn't quite
Ready for it?
ready for it. There will be one, the carpet python that Brian Cusco donated to go with his enclosure from the build-off. If
Yep.
somebody wants that carpet python, if they win that enclosure, they can
Yeah,
have
just
it because that
know.
was the stipulation.
Yeah, if you want the carpet python, you can have the carpet python, but don't feel obligated to take the carpet python.
Exactly. So yeah, that's a great question though.
Yeah, the hourly prizes are meant to be prizes that you can take back home if you flew here.
Yes, you can fit it in a suitcase
Yep.
or something like that. Yeah.
Maybe not a big bag of dirt,
Yeah.
but we could substitute that with something else
Yeah,
if you don't
that's
want a
true.
big bag of dirt.
Merch or something.
Yep.
All right. Well, we have
Alright.
to get back to work. So
Yeah.
thank you everybody for watching. Expect a baby hognose snake video this Friday. Very excited. It's a fun video. I think you're gonna like it. And yeah, we'll see you all at grand opening.
Perfect. I'm gonna go out on these turtles.
Okay.
Hey guys. Say goodbye to everybody.
Oh, they're